If Overwatch is your first venture into PC first-person shooters, then you've probably struggled with aiming for some time now. This isn't because you suck or because you don't have any potential, it's more than likely because of a subpar setup, which is easy to fix. The first point I want to communicate is how important a good mouse surface is. You can pick up a QCK mousepad from SteelSeries for about $15 to $20 if you're in the US, which should be about this big and cover most of your needs. This is absolutely worth the investment if you have the money to spare, but don't worry. As long as you have some kind of surface which your mouse tracks consistently on, you should be good to go. Next change is very simple. If you're using Windows and you haven't fiddled with your mouse settings in the control panel, chances are you have something called Enhance Pointer Precision enabled, as it is on by default in Windows. This sounds positive, it enhances your precision, but in practice it's nothing but detrimental to your developing muscle memory. Enhanced Pointer Precision is a clever name for what most of us call mouse acceleration. There are different kinds of mouse acceleration, some of which are very helpful in certain circumstances, but not this one. What it does is cause your on-screen pointer to move further than normal if you move your mouse faster. That is to say, if you were to move your mouse an exact distance 3 times in a row, you could end up with 3 different results for your pointer on screen. It's easy to control how far you move your mouse, but not how fast you move it there. So if you turn this setting off, you may find for a short time moving your mouse or aiming in-game feels strange. This is normal, and will only last for a few days at most. Once you've gotten used to how your mouse moves without acceleration, you may find it easier to track or flick to targets than ever before. Now, the last tip I would like to give you is to lower your sensitivity. Most people who are newer to first-person shooters opt to go with a high sensitivity since they don't like to move their hand very much, or they hate lifting up their mouse. Completely abolish this train of thought. A too high sensitivity makes it unnecessarily difficult to track targets and perform accurate flicks. Not to mention that trying too hard to control your mouse at a high sensitivity can stress your fingers and wrist, causing injury after long-term use. An obvious solution is to lower your sensitivity. It will be difficult at first, as aiming will feel like you're dragging your mouse across miles of desolate mousepad, but once again this will fade with time as you become used to the new setting. Here I'm going to demonstrate the difference between a high sensitivity and a low sensitivity. Right now I have my mouse set to 4000 DPI and 9 in-game sensitivity, which, if you can see on the webcam, I'm moving my mouse very little to perform all of these crazy 360 turns. And now if I try and track a target, it can be difficult because, it's stuttery, it's jittery, and it might look good to you, but I want to remind you that I've played first-person shooters for a very, very long time, and I'm used to this sort of stuff. And if it can look jittery when I'm aiming, and if it looks like I'm struggling, then I want to really exaggerate how much it can be difficult for someone who doesn't play a lot of first-person shooters on PC and is trying to get used to a very high sensitivity. And now I'm going to demonstrate what it looks like on my usual sensitivity, which is 800 DPI and 9 sensitivity. Now, if I try to track a target, you can see that it's much smoother and much more accurate. A good place to start with your sensitivity would be where you can completely turn around 180 degrees, moving your mouse from the center of your mouse pad to around the edge of it. And of course you can feel free to adjust from there, higher or lower, depending on your preference. Hopefully this video helps you become a better player. Thank you for watching.